This is a very, very, very interesting matchup. The Suicune on Pokeaim's side, if it's like sub Calm Mind, looks actually very threatening. Uh, but on Fespy's side, there aren't that many good responses to the Dracovish. So if he can neutralize that Suicune effectively, he should be able to just smash through this. Yeah, for sure. Unless if that Mew is like safety goggles or the Incineroar is safety goggles or something, he's gonna be able to sleep cycle very easily. I like the Fespy nicknames. Uh, Interesting lead matchup. It kind of depends on what the Rillaboom wants to do, which fakes out the Incineroar. Rocks go up. They trade rocks. I wonder if that Mew is T Spikes on a Pokemon side. There's only one Mew, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, if it is, and he can get around the Amoonguss, that's going to be hugely problematic. And whittling down the Incineroar now is also going to be nice for Pokemon's Metagross, which, if he can get the Incineroar low, could actually become a pretty big threat if the Celesteela isn't Flamethrower. Because on the whole, rocks work against Fespy's team more than they work against Pokemon's. Uh, for sure, the whittling has already started. He traded his Eviolite for it, but honestly, considering the lack of things that really matters for, I think that was a worthwhile trade. If he has a Goggles Mon, he goes to it here right now. Yup. Assuming this Dracovish isn't banded, do you think we just see like a Protect and a Spore here? The reason why I'm saying Protect is because Fake Out plus getting it Toxic could be bad. I assume we're gonna see if... Oh no, just a crit. I don't know if that crit mattered. I guess there's no way of knowing for sure without knowing both of the sets, too. It is. My biggest question right now is if this Amoongus is like Energy Ball, because if so, this is basically already over. If it's not, I'd probably run the Incineroar here and like switch out to Kyurem or something to keep up offensive pressure. A dead Chansey. Is it Energy Ball? Nope. I feel like that was overzealous on Fespy's part. I would have just taken the positioning advantage. He like gave him the one opening that he could provide for him. But assuming he can get enough damage on that Metagross, I think he should still be fine. Because the Suicune's going to be Mono Scald, which means Amoonguss and Dracovish are both actually pretty, like, good walls to it. They prevent it from making real progress anytime soon. And in that amount of time, if he can get rid of these attack drops, he will be able to come back in with Vicious Rend and just start, like, damaging everything. Because the Rillaboom is in range of it now. Metagross dies in 2, and Incineroar dies always. They can't hear you? Hmm. He really needs to get rid of these attack drops, yeah. Oh, it's Cosmic Power Gross, too.
Okay, how do I sound now? Blah blah blah.
Much better. In that amount of time, it was revealed that it's Cosmic Power Gross.
Yeah, that's not surprising to me.
I didn't even stop to consider that on this team, but that's really cool.
I just feel
This is
fully
one of the
assumed it from the start.
this is one of the cool things about Pressure Suicune. This Kyurem effectively only has 4 fusion bolts versus it. Well, now it has none. I think Pokemon wins this. He just starts setting up with both of these, and Fespy doesn't have the resources to effectively mitigate both of these at the same time. One of them's going
Yeah,
to start
if you go
snowballing at very minimum.
Dracovish, you like yeah, you're taking rocks, and then it's already a +1 body press, so it's not
And not
perfectly
only that,
safe
it's
here.
also giving Suicune free
Yes,
setup if it
scald
wanted it.
and body press. Okay, gives the crit, but I feel like that might have knocked out or put it very low anyways.
It depends on Metagross EVs, probably. But either way, from this position, the uh, Dracovish would have been in grassy glide range at worst, and the Suicune is poised to just win. Because it sets up on everything that remains. I like this team by Pokeaim. I think somebody else used it recently or something like that.
Hmm.
Lamoro, or however you say their username. It's Coon versus the world, though, now. There's like not much to say here, but I think Coon can do it.
Yeah, I'm struggling to see a way out for fespy here. Aside from
Crit Air
like
Slash
10
into
crits.
Spore. Yeah, crit Air Slash into Spore, and then you Leech Seed it. I think that's the out.
Yeah, actually, I suppose just one crit or just breaking the sub and sporing. Oh,
There should be more chances.
yeah, but like even just going for that, it's like that's like that's not taking your chance that you need to be going for.
Uh, Joey should start using that Protect PP to get PP off of everything else, I think. And then I don't know if I would actually set up to full here. I'd probably start scalding the Celesteela, yep.
And he does go for the spore. Okay, so my question now is then if you switched out Celesteela at some point and then you switched in Amoonguss on that slot, so Amoonguss is getting the Leech Seed, then can that stall out the Suicune?
Uh, it should be able to stall it out either way, because it's Mono Scald. And Leech Seed outdoes leftovers per turn, so it's going to be a slow death, but there's a death. Uh, you can also go to Tyranitar at some point in time and negate the leftovers to make it even quicker. This Amoonguss is probably citrus, so it's going to be able to sit there for even longer too.
Yeah, those skulls are actually
Yep.
not doing that much, even with the boosts.
Well played by Fespy. Well played
Well,
by both,
aside from
actually.
giving the
But
Suicune the chance, otherwise the battle could have ended like 10 turns ago, maybe.
we don't talk about that. It's okay. All's well that ends well. I wonder what they bring game two.
I feel like him wouldn't want to bring another setup oriented team after that.
Or at least one that matches up better into a Moongus.
Hmm.
I'm honestly more curious to know what we see from AIM than Fespy, because I feel like Fespy's a little bit more likely to be able to be predicted.
Hmm.
Oh, they started. Whimsicott offense versus my Suicune team. Oh, it's not my Suicune team. It's almost my Suicune team. There's a difference. It is Genesect over Landorus. That is the change. Uh, if this Latios is true to my team, it's Scarf, which means this would be a very good lead for Fespy. That's looking like a positive.
Does Ice Beam KO?
Uh, I assume so without running a calc, because Latios has really, really, really good special attack. The Life Orb Nihai is cool. I assume that's because he didn't want to use Power Herb, Meteor Beam, T-Spikes like I use.
Which is out? Annihilator.
Uh,
Maybe
I think that
doesn't
makes
have
sense
Protect on it then?
because even if it is Protect, that's risking a Tailwind, which is then still putting you in an awful position. Or if you don't Protect, you're risking the Naganadel killing you as the Incineroar fakes out the Latios, and then if it speed boosts, it outspeeds the Latios the turn after.
Yeah.
Got the parting shot wrong, but it's okay because there's still a Genesect. Good turn for Fespy.
Yeah, that was not great.
I think that was a fine turn
I mean,
for
for
Fespy.
Pokemon,
Okay, yeah.
like going
Uh,
getting the Tailwind there, and just taking the damage on the Whimsicott.
he has to go all in on offense on the next 3 turns to try to find a way to break through. And to be fair, he gets the fake out initiative here. Doesn't even use it. Knocks off the Genesect.
Knocks the Genie.
I wonder if this is Dull Scarf.
Well, on the Genesect, I mean, it very much has to be since it's faster than.
Well, the Genesect did get knocked off, but I'm saying because on my version of this team, the Latios is Choice Scarf, so I wonder if he's running 2 Choice Scarfers.
What wasn't
Because
it
he did.
revealed that it was Scarflight? Pretty much going
It
for the Ice
wasn't.
Beam.
That could have been a bluff. or
I
him trying to
definitely
account for
don't think
tailwind.
he would have went for that if it was a bluff.
I'm with you. I'm just saying there's still potential for it to not be. The Suicune gets knocked off, but I don't know if that matters because he still has so many pieces of his team fully intact.
What's the Mew set going to be?
On
That's
a
a
team
big
like this, I
question.
wouldn't be surprised if it was something like Meteor Beam or something. Because
I
there's
feel
already a
like
Whimsicott for Tailwind.
Meteor Beam, that kind of set, you usually use that with Psychic Terrain and Expanding Force, though, is the thing.
Back in DPL, I used a Meteor Beam Muset with Ice Beam and Earth Power. It has to be like an offensive set though, or it has to be hazards. I don't know what else it could be on this team. Now that Latios is sacked, I don't know if I like Fespy's position as much. But if Pokemon preserves this Naganadel, manages to get up Tailwind again with Whimsicott, all of a sudden Kiram and Naganadel are both incredibly threatening from this point.
Yeah.
And the unrevealed Mew set could potentially be devastating or worthless depending on what it is. Well, it's not worthless at this point, but it could be game ending.
Hmm.
I don't like that attacking with Naga.
I don't either. Oh, yeah, now it's dead.
And the Kiram got burnt, so it's on a timer now.
I really think you should have saved Naga there. It's looking very rough now. Unless the Mew
I
starts to
probably
pull it out.
I probably would have switched the Naga out into Incineroar if I was Pokemon.
Yeah. Well, you can have switched Incin there, because Incin is what switched out to Cube.
Is it? My bad. You think the Mew is also Tailwind? Because if so, second Whimsicott would have been fine there.
Possibly. I mean, even if it wasn't, I mean, the thing about the Naga is it was timid, so it got the speed boost, which means you can't have the speed boost on that to deal with the Scarf Genesect. Well, wait, what am I on about? It is an even Scarf, so
I got knocked off.
yeah.
Naganadel was the most important member at that point.
But yeah, either way, Naga was the most important thing to save.
I think it kind of depends on what the Mew set is if Pokemon wins
I,
or loses this.
we're still not going to see what it is.
What what happens here? Does the Incineroar fake out the Rillaboom or the other Incineroar?
I would think you fake out the Rillaboom, because otherwise that's going to fake out you and stall your damage.
But if you fake out the Rillaboom and Earth Power the Kyurem, you end up losing or Earth Power the Incineroar, you lose the Kyurem, and then it's all down to the Mew, I guess. Okay. Oh, I didn't lose it anyways. Uh, what? Earth Power the Nihilego and Parting Shot out into the Mew for Pokemon? Yep. I think Fespy wins this.
I'm not so sure yet. It still depends on this Mew set. Even if it's just like Earth Power, that could be good enough.
Oh,
Cosmic Power.
oh. If this is a body press variant, that's very good. Cosmic Power Mew on this team.
Well, this has to be an instant switch in. And -1
Yeah.
U-turn won't be doing anything to the Mew.
It could also be like weakness policy or something like that. You never quite know with these Mew sets until it's already revealed. I don't know if this team is public. I don't recognize it off the top of my head.
I don't either.
Neither.
I think apparently he built teams, so I think these might be new teams that he's using. And yeah, it does have the body press, so that seems like it should be on track to win.
And he also didn't U-turn on the Mew with either of them. In case it is weakness policy, smart guy. Well, actually, would it have mattered at that point? No, he probably should have gotten damage off on the Mew. So he could try to put it in high range.
I think at this point you might be thinking that you probably need some kind of crit or something on the Mew anyways, and is just trying to kill the partners first, possibly.
Well, now he gets a special
Okay.
attack boost.
That was a good turn for Fespy.
Yeah. You fake out the Nihai and you Cosmic Power again. Oh, you fake out the Gene now. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
You have to kill the Nihai or it boosts again. No. Okay. I do believe Fespy wins this. Because Sludge
Oh.
Bomb. Now you just go to Rillaboom and protect. Yeah.
Well, you just KO, don't you?
Oh, wait. Yeah, right. I
You're
forgot
fast
Nihai
speed.
outspeeds. Good call. Good call. I totally would have protected and gone to Rillaboom. Well played to Fespy.